Thank you very much, ma'am. All right, so if you haven't done a program or anything with me before, or a live event with me before, or even a one-on-one, we are gonna have some fun. So get some paper, get yourself ready. But look, I like to start everything with a little bit of fun and a little bit of dancing. Shake off the week, shake off the day. Let's get going, let's get the blood flowing. Okay, so I am excited. So I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna press play on some music here. Let's pray it works, okay? Because I'm not always the DJ. So look, let's get this going, okay? And then let's get some dancing. So look, even if I can't see you, I want to see some dancing ladies in the chat, okay? Let's go, let's go, let's go. Hey, woo! Hey, 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 good morning. Good morning. We're gonna give people a chance to come on in, but while they do that, we're gonna warm up, we're gonna get our heart rate up, we're gonna get our smile on, we're gonna get our boogie on. Are you ready? Let's go. Hey! Woo! Let's go, come on. Hey, good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome on in, welcome on in. Look, if you haven't done a live event with me before, welcome in. We about to have some fun. We about to get our boogie on. Hey, ho, ho. Look, dance while you getting your pen, while you getting your paper. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Hey, be different, be nice. Hey, I promise it'll change your life. Whoop, whoop. Hey, be different. Come on, be nice. Just smile. I promise it'll change your life. Hey, 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 hey. Y'all, I'm turned up this morning, this afternoon, or whenever you're watching this. If you're watching the replay, y'all, we about to have some fun. Are you ready? If you're ready to have some fun, let me see it. Let me see it in the chat. Let's see it, let's see it, let's see it. Put your name in the chat. Let me know where you are coming in from. And get your boogie on. Hey. Work, 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 work. Oh. Hey. Who's doing an old school snake with me? Work it. Hey. What's up, Nikki? Detroit's in the house. You better work it. Hey, hey, Nikki, you dancing? Hey, I see you, Amber, with the braids. Work. Come on, Angela. I see you. Work it. Oh, I see you boogieing. Hey, be different. Be nice. Just smile. I promise it'll change your life. Be nice. Be nice. Be nice. Be nice. All right. I love it. I love it. I love it. All right. We got some people laying in the bed. They smiling still. They having a good time. I'm loving it. Thank you so much for getting up on the side of your bed, in the deepness of your bed, under the covers, sitting in your kitchen, wherever you are, rocking and rolling in your backyard. I am happy that you are here. And look, today we are about to have some fun. So what I'm going to do today is I am going to share my screen with you. Okay. And we are going to get started. All right. Y'all having a good day? If you're having a good day, let me know in the chat. I want to hear all about it. Okay. So look, here we go. Let's get this going. Look, I'm excited. Can you see my screen? Can you see the screen share that I did for you guys? If you can, give me a thumbs up. If you can see, okay, good, good, good. I'm loving it. Awesome. Okay, great, great, great. So look, today, we are talking about finding forgiveness. You understand? You understand finding forgiveness. So look, that's important. That's important. That's important because you might be wondering, like, Brittany, you're a dietitian, you're a personal trainer, you coach people, you do mindset coaching. What does this have to do with the price of tea in China or anything else that you do, right? Of course, you may be thinking that, but look, I'm here to tell you, I am here to let you know that, look, we are doing this for a purpose because there's a lot of times where, and you can let me know, be honest, has it ever been a time where you have been working on a goal, an idea, a challenge, something in your job and something in your relationship, trying to move forward in something, and it just keeps like, you keep going, but you keep running into this wall. You keep running into this wall and you're like, I can't seem to go forward. What is happening? What is happening? What is happening? Have you had that before? If you have, go ahead, raise your hand if I can see you. If I can't see you, go ahead, raise your hand in the chat. I want to know, give me a thumbs up. Let me know that this is you. This is you. This is you. This is you. Okay. All right, so I'm seeing some hands, I'm seeing some honesty. Look, this is Vegas, y'all. What happens here stays here. So look, I'm super excited. And the thing is, it's going to help you. Now, before we get started any further, I don't know if you've done things with me before, but I want you to write notes. We retain about 10 to 20% of what we hear. So the thing is, if I told you, look, we're gonna spend 30 minutes together today, and then after that, you're gonna forget everything, or a good majority of everything. You know what? You'd be looking to be like, for real? That's gonna suck, right? That's gonna suck. But we don't want that happening for you, okay? So we wanna make sure that you retain information. So the thing is, we retain more when we can watch what we're doing or write what we're doing, say it out loud, and then actually take action on it. So the thing is, I want you to make sure that you're getting about 50%, all right, 50 to 70% taking it in. So that way, I need you to write it down and then maybe even talk to somebody about it later and then carry it out, okay? That's the goal. Is everybody willing to carry it out? Everybody willing to carry it out? You like, as long as you don't have me doing nothing crazy, I'll carry it out, right? Okay. All right. Welcome. So look, we're going to get started. I am crazy excited, as you can tell. All right, so I asked you just a second ago, you've been working on something. It just seems like it's just in the way. You can't get it together. You've been working on a goal, and it seems like you are repeatedly over and over again, hitting a wall. And you're like, what is this? Well, guess what? It's time to break the wall down. Say it with me. It's time to break the wall down. Let's say 1, 2, 3. It's time to break the wall down. Woo! I love it. I'm feeling that energy coming through. Let's do it. Okay, it's time to break the wall down. It's time to move forward and make it happen. Are you ready? It sounds like you are. I'm seeing smiles. I'm seeing energy. And it sounds like you're ready. You got all your strength and you're ready to push this wall down. So no more barriers, no more barricades. It's time to push. Push it. Okay, so let's talk about what is unforgiveness. What's unforgiveness? Okay, if you saw my post earlier this week, you saw that I said that unforgiveness is what? It is drinking poison, but expecting your enemy to die. How crazy is that, right? You want to drink the poison, but you're expecting them to go ahead and lay it on down and be done, right? That's not going to work. That is not gonna work. So let me tell you what unforgiveness really is. What unforgiveness really is as we dig into it a little bit deeper, okay? It is, here we go. Hold on. Are you ready? It's poison. It's poison, okay? It is poison. And not BBD poison, okay? All right? It is poison. It is poison. So ultimately, you got to remember that that is poison. When you are unforgiving, okay, in any situation, whether that's towards yourself or for yourself or towards anybody else or in any situation, you have to realize that it is poison. Ultimately, it is poison. It's spiritual pollution. It is mental, emotional, physical clutter. Okay, because you're using all your time, energy, and space for that to clutter your life. Okay, it's a toxin, it's toxicity in your life. All right, it's a contaminant, y'all. It is a contaminant. All right, so it's contaminating. It's a weight. Okay, it's something that you're holding on to, and it's like, you ever tried to carry all your groceries in at one time? You've been that lazy person who tried to carry all the groceries in. Maybe not lazy, you were efficient. Okay, let's say that. You were efficient. You were trying to carry all your groceries in at one time, and you are killing yourself trying to do it. It's a weight like that, okay? You can't carry that around forever because that is hard. It's heavy. It does not feel good, okay? All right, and then also too, you have to remember that it is like wearing super dark glasses tainting your vision. It allows you not to be able to see like you need or want to see. All right. So it is really and truly tainting your vision. It's not good. It's not good. It doesn't feel good and it doesn't work well. Okay. Also, too, it is a placeholder. You use a bookmark, right? If anybody reads like physical books, you know how you put like a bookmark in there and it says, this is a place that I want to come back to over and over and over again, or I don't want to forget that place or whatever it may be, or you dog ear that page. It is a placeholder. A lot of times, I don't know if you've ever, if you have unforgiveness, and maybe it's something that happened, that one thing, a big argument, a diagnosis, you were in the doctor's office and you got this diagnosis, whatever it is, and you're like, okay, and then you can remember that moment. So I want you to be honest. Can you remember that moment? Remember whatever it is that's unforgiveness. I'm not going to ask you to say what it is, okay? But if you have unforgiveness in your heart in anywhere, any place, okay, can you remember when it happened, what happened, like the details? Like if it was an argument, do you remember like what you had on, where you were? Can you like take yourself back there in your mind if it was one thing that happened? Can you? Raise your hand if you can. Yep, because we live in it. We use that as a placeholder. So it holds us in that place and it causes us not to be able to move forward. And that then becomes a thief of your future. Okay, because you can't move forward because you're too busy trying to go backwards. You're too busy trying to go backwards. So it's not helping you out. We don't want that for you. Okay, we don't want that for you at all. So ultimately, you got to remember it's pain. And a lot of times, the reason why we do it is protection. It's protection. Ultimately, we think we're protecting ourselves by not forgiving because we're hurt. We are in a rough place. We are hurt. We are using this as a protective armor, okay? And trying to make sure that we don't get hurt again, right? Because that's the big thing. When you get hurt, you never want to get hurt again. Who likes getting hurt? No, we're going to put those hands down. Nobody raised their hand because no one likes to get hurt. No one likes to get hurt. And it hurts to get hurt. And no one wants to do it over and over and over again. And so for that reason, it's like, I'm going to say no to that. I'm going to say no to that. And so with that, you got to remember that no one wants to get hurt and it's going to isolate you. It's going to isolate you. Unforgiveness is going to isolate you and keep you kind of off to yourself. Have you ever been in a place of unforgiveness, whether it's to yourself, okay, or to your mate, or in a relationship, or whatever it may be, and you find that, you know what, you're just not forgiving. You're holding on to it, you're sticking in it, and you're not doing anything that you need to be doing to move forward and be productive, and you're holding yourself to yourself. You are guarded, you are holding back, and you are not being open, and you are not letting people in. Is that you? Have you done that before? Has anybody experienced that before? I know I have, okay? If you have, you can raise your hand. It's okay. It's no judgment here. Okay. All right. Good. So thank you for not letting me be the only one. Okay. All right. So the thing is, now we got to remember it's time to move on. It's time to move on. It's time to do it different. If you're ready to do it different, say, I'm ready to do it different. Woo! Break the wall down. All right. Keep that energy going. Okay. Because we got to keep this going. We got to work on making these changes. All right. So things that we got to do to make sure that we get there. Okay, to make sure we get to that place of forgiveness. The biggest thing that happens, I think, a lot of times when it comes to unforgiveness, whether in any situation, is that you ultimately hold it there and you don't want to let it go. We make it very, very complicated. How do I forgive? I don't know how to do this. Well, I've been holding on to it so long, and you've made it into this big thing because ultimately you fed it, and you've fed this monster, and it keeps growing and getting crazier and mean. Y'all ever seen Little Shop of Horrors when the guy Seymour kept feeding the big old plant, and then the plant just kept growing and growing and growing, and it got really, really mean. At first it was sweet. It was like, okay, that's a little unforgiveness, and then after that it grew and grew and grew and grew. And then it was like, feed me, Seymour, and it ate a man, right? It was crazy. It was crazy. So look, that's what unforgiveness will do for you. And all right, and that's not something you want done for you. You want to move on from there. So the first thing you got to do is acknowledge it. Note, it happened. It happened. It happened. Okay, that's it. It happened. That's the first thing. It happened. A lot of times we want to talk about how did it happen? Why did it happen? Why did it happen to me? I didn't deserve it. Da 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 da. I was taking care of myself and I was trying to start eating right. And then the doctor told me I had diabetes, or, I was trying to do all the right things. And then he decided he wanted to step out, or whatever it is. But ultimately, it happened. Okay. So I want to share a story with you real quick. Is a young lady that ultimately that had a rough relationship with her mom. She had a rough relationship with her mom. And this super rough relationship with her mom, it always was there. It was always an undertone. It was always an undertone. Her mom left when she was younger. And so she was raised by her father. And then, as she grew up, she absolutely loved both of her parents. However, there was always a rift between her and her mom. And it was just like, they couldn't get it together. It was always an argument. They couldn't see eye to eye. And she was always trying to seek for her approval. And then also too, looking for her to say, I'm sorry, looking for her apologies, looking for all of that stuff to happen. And it seemed like it was just never happening. And the thing is, every time she wanted it to happen, a bigger argument would happen. And then guess what? It would be more unforgiveness, and it would just mount up. And so it was like, feed me, Seymour, and it kept getting fed. And so it happened to a place where ultimately the young lady got married. She had a baby, and she was faced with motherhood. And it was like, she was faced with motherhood. let's do something about this. And so when she had to face that same thing that she was not facing with her own child, like meaning being a mom, but not being in community or communicating and loving her mom and having a good relationship or just a relationship period with her mom and having those barriers up because unforgiveness was there. Look, it started eating her up. It started eating her up. And within a year of that baby being an adult, or not an adult, excuse me, within a year of that baby being in the world, so the baby was 1, guess what? She had gone to the doctor. She had known that she was losing some weight. Things were weird. It was just like, this seems odd. It's good when you lose weight after having a baby, but she was losing a bit much. It just didn't seem right. It just didn't seem right. And she was worried, a little bit, kind of concerned. She was having a hard time going up and down stairs. She was trying to teach fitness classes and take care of herself, and it just wasn't working. Like she was doing all these things, and she was just exhausted from basic everyday life, and it was wearing her down. And find out her thyroid was overactive. She had gone back and forth and back and forth and back and forth with doctors, and she had to have a come to Jesus moment. And when she had a come to Jesus moment, she was like, God, I don't want to have surgery to remove this. Okay, remove my thyroid. But guess what? What I want to do is I want to make sure that I am able to go ahead and heal it. I want to heal. I want to heal. That's what she said. I want to heal. And when she said, I want to heal, she got some insight. And so it was important for her to heal. As she got that insight, it was like, okay, now what do we do? So she changed her eating. She changed her exercise plan. She started managing her stress. But the biggest thing she had to do was she had to forgive. She had to forgive her mom. She had to forgive her mom. She had to forgive her mom. And that was rough because she wanted answers. She wanted an apology. She wanted it all. She wanted it all because she felt like she was owed these things. But guess what? Would it have made it any better? Probably not. And so eventually she just got over it. She got over it. And she said, I'm just going to forgive. I am going to forgive. And when she forgave, guess what happened? They got in relationship, and they're still building relationship today. And it's difficult. There's barriers, there's boundaries, there's, that they have to, the hurdles they have to get over. But guess what? They're in community. They love each other. They're working towards things being better. And a couple of years ago, the young lady's mom ended up getting cancer. And when she got cancer, mind you, they hadn't talked for about 7, almost 8 years. And guess what? They started talking right before that. And the young lady was able to be there for her during that time, which was amazing and special. And guess what? She's on the other side of cancer now, and she's living healthy, strong, and it's amazing. It's amazing. And the girl's family was able to be there for her. She felt loved. She felt cared for, and she felt peace. And she felt like, if I do have to go, I'm good because I've made peace with my family. And so that was awesome. That was awesome. And I don't know if you could tell, but that girl is me. That girl was me, and that was me and my mom. And so I'm not speaking to you today from a place of, I don't know. I'm speaking to you from a place of, I know this very well. And I struggled with it for a long time, to the point where it made me sick that I was carrying around unforgiveness, and it hurt. It hurt. Like, it literally hurt. And my body was breaking down because I was carrying it around, because you are not meant to carry around unforgiveness. And so I wasn't able to move forward and do the things that I wanted to do, be a great mom, work, do things like this with and for you guys, because guess what? I didn't have the energy. And so if I would have let that keep going, I would have, long story short, I would have screwed myself, and I would have screwed myself out of my purpose, and that would have sucked. Okay. And so I'm super excited to say that I have worked on forgiveness. I'm working on forgiveness because it's a constant thing. It's a constant thing that you will work on, and you will always get opportunities to work on it more. But that's why I wanted to talk to you guys about this today. And so I hope that helps just kind of let you know that this is real. You can do it. And now let's talk about those steps. Let's talk about the steps on how to get through it and how to do it. Is that cool? Are y'all ready? Okay, let's go. Okay, first thing, note it happened. It happened. Now what you gonna do? It happened. You gonna sit here, you gonna cry over spilt milk, you just gonna keep going, and you've heard that phrase be said, it is what it is, okay? It has happened. Don't be kind. Y'all remember those old Blockbuster videos? Be kind, don't rewind, okay? Don't keep living that thing over and over and over again. It's not helping you to keep going back and back and back to that placeholder. It's time to do something different, okay? All right, so first thing, note that it happened, acknowledge it. Second off, quit stuffing it. Quit stuffing it. Let it out. Unpack it. Unpack the junk. Okay. So talk about it. Feel it. Know it. It's there. It's okay. It is okay to know that it's there, and it's okay to handle it and do something with it and something about it. So quit stuffing, quit stuffing, quit stuffing, quit stuffing, quit stuffing. Because guess what? It ain't making it any better. So acknowledge it, let it out. Emotions are healthy. A lot of times we are afraid of our emotions. Are y'all ever afraid of your emotions? Like you start feeling something, maybe somebody calls you that hasn't called you in a bit, and then you have to deal with that person, and you have to go to a family event, or you have to go to a career event, or you have to deal with that, or you got to go back to the doctor, you got to do whatever you got to do, and you get emotional. You ever felt that before? Has anybody felt that before? And you're like, ooh, this pricked a point. This got me. It's touched a pressure point in me, right? And so you don't want to deal with it. But guess what? Emotions are healthy. They let you know you're alive. They let you know you're human, and they let you know where there's problems. So be okay with feeling the feelings. Okay, be okay with that. All right. So that's one thing. That's another thing. So another thing, take responsibility. Take responsibility. Take responsibility. Did I say it again? Take responsibility, okay? Say it with me. Take responsibility, all right? Take responsibility. If I say it 1 million times, it's because it means something, okay? All right, just like in the Bible, if Jesus says it 5,000 times, go ahead and pay attention to it because it's important, okay? So take responsibility. Take responsibility, okay? So the thing is, you might not have done the thing, okay? Or you might not have done all the things, okay? But you do have a part in it. And the thing is, the fact that you are maybe holding back or holding yourself back, or whatever it may be, the thing is, take responsibility. So take responsibility. We all have a part to play in it. Okay. And so if you did something, or even if after the fact, your feelings have caused you to maybe have that rift or have that barrier, you did something. So even if you didn't do it, you might be spewing it. Okay. So that whole attitude, you know what I mean? That whole, that junk is getting on it. That frosting, you just go ahead and spread it on everything. All right, that oil, that whatever, that just murk, that nasty, that slime. Okay, you ever had something that got on your shoes and you just couldn't get it off, and next thing you know, you're walking it all over your house, and you're like, where is this coming from? And I thought I cleaned it off. Take responsibility. Okay, so go ahead, take responsibility. Know what your part is in it, so you can stop spewing it. Okay, all right. So come on, come on. Hello. Is here. Damn. Oh, you want to start over? Okay, hold on. We're almost there. All right. We must be getting to the good stuff because my computer is like, I'm going to be crazy. No? Oh, you are going to be crazy. Okay. Hold on. We're almost there. Don't leave me. Okay. Come on. Hold on. Maybe y'all need to take read notes on this if you didn't get it. Okay. So stay with me. I got it. It's in there. There we go. Come on. All right. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. All right, y'all. There we go. All right. So what I need you to do next is what? I need you to give grace. Give grace. Give grace. Guess what? Have you ever, well, first off, has anybody ever been forgiven? Anybody done something wrong ever in your life? If you raise your hand, you ever done anything wrong? Yep, raise 2 hands, raise a foot. I'm putting it all up, okay? All right, jump up and down, shake a little bit, whatever it is. All right, have you ever been forgiven? If the answer is yes, guess what? It's your turn. It's your turn. It is your turn. It is your turn. It is your turn to give grace, because guess what? Grace has been given to you. Somebody has given you the ability to be better. Somebody has given you the ability or the benefit of the doubt. Somebody has given you the ability to say, you know what? I know you're probably better than that. Or I'm not going to let you sit in that forever. Okay. I'm going to let you be better in my mind, in my heart. I'm going to let you do it different. Okay. And the thing is, a lot of times, even if it comes to like infidelity in a mate, or even just if somebody hurt you, a friend, a family member, even with my mom, I had to say, you know what? I know you, I know you, I can't keep you as the person that you were. That's a big one. Even yourself. Okay. If you're not taking care of yourself, or you haven't taken care of your health, and you got a diagnosis, and you're like, or you've not been working out and taking care of yourself like you need to, and you're beating yourself up, guess what? You can give yourself grace, because guess what? You cannot stay in that same place and say, I know that you're only this person. Everybody has the ability to grow, change, and be different. Everybody has the ability to grow, change, and be different. Give grace. Give grace. So even if You don't see it. You don't see it working. You don't see them being different. But you know what? You don't see yourself being different. Sometimes you have to just be the positive. You have to be the change that you want to see, and you have to give grace. You have to give grace. You have to say, you know what? I know that you can be faithful. I know that you can stick to this. I know that you have integrity. I know that you are kind. I know that you're a better person than this. I know it. I know it. And so I'm just going to love you until you become that person. I'm going to do it. I'm going to challenge myself to love you until you become that person. And the thing is, sometimes if it's somebody else that's hurt you, or even if it's yourself, sometimes you just need a little bit of grace. Somebody to say, you know what? I knew you could do it. I knew you could do it. I knew you were better than that. Okay. And that makes all the difference. That makes all the difference. So if he's getting on your nerves, and he's been getting on your nerves, and you like, he's been leaving these socks on the kitchen floor for 10 years. I don't know why they're on the kitchen floor, y'all. I don't know. Okay. But he keeps doing it. And you're like, you know what? I know you can do different. I know you can put them in the laundry basket. I know you can. I know it. And sometimes you just got to big people up and just let them know, and just love on them through it, and know that they'll change. Okay. Know that they can change. All right. So that's important. Okay. And then here's another one. Boom. Are you ready? It's time to let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Don't hold it back anymore. All right. So stop drinking the poison, y'all. Stop drinking the poison. Just stop drinking the poison. If you need to, you do. So stop drinking the poison. Stop drinking the poison. Okay. Because remember, it's killing you. It's killing you. You've got to let it go. You've got to let it go. You've got to let it go. Because holding on to it is doing nothing for you. It is doing nothing for you. It is doing, can anybody say the unforgiveness is really helping them out? Can anybody say unforgiveness is rocking my world? Oh, I love unforgiving. Yes, I like unforgiving. You don't forget forgiveness, and you don't get forgiveness, and you don't get forgiveness. Nobody can say that. Ultimately, it is tearing your life up in one way or another. And so what I need you to do is relax, release it, let it go. It happened, let it go. Okay, it's done. It's done. Let it go. Don't live in that same place anymore. Let it go. And so the thing is, remember, you're not owed anything. Stop trying to get what's due to you. You owe me an apology. You owe me to do this. You owe me whatever. Somebody borrowed $10 from you in 1967 and you didn't get it back. Oh, they don't owe you no more. Okay. Get over it. Okay. You don't stop. Okay. All right. Stop. All right. So ultimately, I need you to let it go, but then I need you to unconditionally let it go. So without conditions, okay? That's what love is. Love truly is unconditional. When you're really doing it right, it's unconditional. So if you're going to love somebody into being different and being better and giving them grace, whether it's yourself or somebody else or another situation or whatever it may be, do it unconditionally, without conditions. So it's not, if you do this, I'll forgive you. Or if you keep doing this, I'll stay forgiving you. Or, you know, if you reach a certain weight, I'll forgive myself. Or if when I reach this, I'm gonna be happy with myself. No. Let it go. Let it go. Love yourself. Love others unconditionally. Forgive unconditionally. Don't have strings attached, and move through. Okay? All right. Here's the big thing. Here's the big thing. Here's the big thing. Here's the big thing. Are you ready? Are you ready for the big thing, y'all? Say you're ready for the big thing. I'm ready for the big thing. I want to see it. Say, I am ready for the big thing. Okay? All right. So if you're ready for the big thing, here it is. It's time to do it differently. Make it right. Now, this sounds weird. This is the big thing. This is the thing that's going to show that you've done a 180 and you've walked away from this thing. Okay. All right. So this is going to show you the for real 180 that you've made. Do it differently and make it right. So whatever you usually do the opposite. Okay. So if your usual is, I'm going to come in this room and you've gotten on my nerves and made me mad, so I'm just going to give you the cold shoulder, and I'm going to be nasty to you, and I'm going to be mean, and I'm going to look away, and I'm going to act like you don't exist, and I'm going to be mean. Okay. If that's what you're going to do, and what you usually do in unforgiveness, or you don't call, or you don't care, or you don't whatever, guess what? Do it differently. I want you to make a phone call. I want you to be kind. I want you to tell somebody you love them. I want you to tell yourself that you love yourself. If your usual MO is, I don't usually work out, or I don't take care of myself, or I'm not eating the right things, and you're like, oh, well, it just keeps getting worse. Guess what I want you to do? I want you to do it differently. I want you to do it differently so you can make it right. Do it over and over and over again. If it's the family that gets on your nerves and you're like, you know what? I just rather not be around you because you get on my nerves. Okay. What I need you to do is I need you to do it differently. I need you to show up at family events. I need you to give hugs. I need you to be nice. All right. I need you to show the love and be the change that you want to see. Okay. It's going to be difficult. Anybody else can say it's going to be difficult? It's going to be difficult. Okay. It's going to be difficult, but guess what? It's never going to be something you regret. Okay. So the thing is, and don't do it. Remember, I said don't do it conditionally. So don't do it looking for them to reciprocate. Don't do it for you looking for you to reciprocate. Don't do it looking for the diagnosis to completely reverse. Do it because you know it's right. Do it different because you want to do it different. Okay. So do it different. So commit to knowing that you can, okay, and commit to knowing that it starts with you. It starts with you. Forgiveness starts with you. You can't wait for somebody. Well, I'll forgive them when they forgive me, or I'll forgive until they start acting right. I'll forgive them. You got your hand on your hip and you're being nasty. Stop it. Okay. Be nice. Be nice. Be nice. Be nice. Be different. All right. And then look, do it differently. Whatever you usually do. And if you want to share what you usually do, and whatever that thing is, we can, like I said, this is Vegas. You can go ahead and share it in chat and we'll talk about it. Okay. All right. So do it differently. Okay. So long story short, are you ready? The poison will kill you. Okay. Unforgiveness is poison and the poison will kill you. All right. But guess what? You don't want to die because you don't like dying. Dying ain't fun. Okay. So you don't want to die. So stop drinking the poison. That's it. That's the long story short. You don't want to die. The poison will kill you. So stop drinking the poison. It's just that easy. Okay. So the thing is, don't make it difficult. Don't make it super deep. Don't make it anything else. Look, I had to work through years. Like when I say years, I mean years of hurt. So I'm not talking about somebody did something to me the other day and I didn't like it and I had to forgive them real quick. No, this was years. And I had to say, you know what? I'm gonna just stop drinking the poison. And guess what? My body healed. My body healed. I didn't have to have my thyroid removed. I don't take medication anymore. I don't feel those things anymore. I'm able to teach fitness classes. If you've been to any of the Saturday sizzle sessions or pop-up body rocks, you know what's going on. Okay. So ultimately, guess what? You can do it too. You can do it too. Forgiveness can heal you. Forgiveness can heal you, but you got to allow it to happen. You got to allow it to happen. Okay. So I want to tell you one more story before we go. It's a client that I worked with for a while. And she was doing so well. And she had problems in her marriage before. Okay. And with this problem in her marriage, her husband had some infidelity. Okay. And it was with somebody they knew. Okay. So it wasn't like somebody she don't know, but it's different when it's somebody you know. Okay. So she wanted to kill her on site, but she didn't. Okay. Thank God. All right. So the thing is, it was somebody that she knew, and it was so frustrating for her. And I saw her go from, she was losing weight. Her health was improving. Her blood pressure was improving. She was losing weight like crazy. She was more productive at work. She was being a better mom. She was, being more productive at home and cooking better meals for her family, spending more family time because she had more energy and she wasn't ready. She's a teacher. So at the end of the day, she wasn't ready to just plop down on the couch anymore and order takeout, but she was ready to make change and she was doing so well. So well. When I say so well, y'all, I mean so well. She had lost like 20 pounds excuse me, and like 18 inches. She was doing so well. Her blood pressure, she had gotten off blood pressure medication where she usually have her feet swollen at the end of the day, where she had to get in her car after teaching all day and just peel her shoes off of her feet. And she was like, look, I can't keep doing this. And so she had done so well in those few months. And it was 2 months that she had done really, really well. Okay. And she was very consistent and she had so much tenacity and pushing through. And then it happened again, where he had cheated on her again. And guess what? She couldn't get over it this time. She couldn't get over it this time. We tried to work on it and work through it, and it just wasn't happening. It just wasn't happening. She wasn't allowing it to be moved. She wasn't allowing it to be let go. And she held on to it. She held on over and over and over again. And she hated it. She hated it. She hated it. She didn't want it anymore, but she just wouldn't allow herself to let it go. And so for that reason, she started gaining the weight back. Her blood pressure started going up again. She was tired all the time. She wanted to sleep all the time. And she ended up taking a pause with the program with me. And it was so frustrating because I wanted to help her as much as I possibly could, but she had to help herself. And so, she wanted to make change, but she just couldn't. She couldn't forgive him. She couldn't see past what he had done in the past and what he had done that time to see that he was a better person, or he had a problem he was working on making change and getting accountable. She couldn't do it. And their marriage dissolved you know, and things just got worse and worse and worse. And she was just so frustrated and still is living a very frustrated life. And so the thing is, when she started working with me, what the beauty of it was is that she started working on making change. We started working on forgiveness. We started working on all those things. But then it happened again. And she decided, I'm not going to forgive again this time. I just can't. I won't. I'm not going to do it. And so because of that, she just held on to it, and she's still holding on to it, and it's growing and it's growing and it's growing. And even in her conversations, a lot of her conversations still are so negative, so negative, so negative towards him and about him and towards their life and all that kind of stuff. So everything was trashed, you know, and so it was just so frustrating. And so the thing is, I want to make sure that you know that there's a difference between finished. I was watching Iyanla the other day, which I rarely do, but she said something really good the other day. So she said, there's a difference between being complete and finished. Okay. And so finished, I'm finished. I'm done. You know, I'm done. I don't want to do this anymore. I'm finished. Okay. Right. So you can stop right in the middle of something and it's not complete. But when you're complete, when you've worked all the way through to the end of the thing and you've seen it come full circle and you've got complete healing and you've let things go and you are whole and you're moving through, that's completeness. That's completion. And so I want to encourage you to work not just to being finished. Now, I don't want you just to say, okay, I'm finished with this, whatever, whether it's a goal for yourself, whether it's nutrition, fitness, whatever it is, or if it's your relationship with your spouse. Okay. I don't want you just to be finished. Okay. I don't want you to be finished with your relationship with your parents or your family members, but I want you to work till completion. I want you to work till completion until you've come full circle. And there's total healing, and there's love, and there's peace, and you are in a good place. Okay. So with that, I have an activity for you. So to put this all in perspective and make it practical, I want you to, if you're interested in it, I want you to put your information in the chat. I want you to put your email information. Give me your name. Okay. If your name doesn't appear like it does here. So name and your email. Okay. Type all that in the chat, and I'm going to send you the activity. It's a PDF. It's amazing. I want you to give yourself time and space to do this. It's a let it go activity. It's amazing. I promise you, it will do the most for you. Okay, but you got to give yourself time, give yourself space, meaning like be in a quiet space, be in a good place, and then go ahead and let it happen. Let your feelings go. Because remember, human emotions or emotions, period, are healthy. All right. And sometimes you just got to let them go. You got to let the top off the pressure cooker and let it go and let it happen and feel what's happening. Okay. And then notify yourself, acknowledge that's what's in there. Okay. And then we can move on. Okay. Then you can work on moving on. And then the rest of the activity will show you exactly how to do that or what to let go and how to let go. And you can go ahead and burn it afterwards and do a ceremony, whatever you want to do. But it's a powerful, powerful, powerful. If you're in the Transformation Academy and you've done this activity with me before, you know that this is a very powerful, powerful activity. And so it would be nothing but beneficial for you to do it. So I want you to make sure that you work until you are not just finished, but I want you to make sure you work till you're complete. Okay. Make sure you work till you're complete. And so with that, I want to encourage you and I want to challenge you to say, ready, set, transform. If you are ready to transform, if you are ready to make an investment in yourself and forgiveness, okay, an investment in time, investment in energy, an investment in love for yourself, an investment in yourself. Okay. All right. And you're ready to put some skin in the game. Look, it's time for you. It's time for you. And so I want you to go to the chat. Okay. And I want you to say, I'm ready. And then I want you to look at this address right here, this calendly.com /HonestRD/60 minutes. And we're going to do a 60-minute discovery call. Excuse me. A 60-minute discovery call. So you and I can talk and really dig into what exactly you need. What exactly is it that you need? So that way you can move forward. So, because sometimes we just need a tour guide. We need a tour guide to help us work through what's going on in our lives. And I want to be that tour guide for you. I want to help you. I want to help you, but I need you to take the first step and allow me to do that with and for you. So let's do a community call, or not a community call, a one-on-one discovery call where you and I talk one-on-one about what it is that you need, what your goals are, how you need to get there. Okay. And then how you can apply this forgiveness and everything else. So that way you can reach that point. So look, go ahead, sign up right now. Okay. Go ahead in the chat. Okay. And I want you to put your email address in there if you want the activity. Okay. And then second thing that I want you to do is I want you to put in, if you're interested in doing a discovery call, go right now. Go right now. Okay. Or just copy and paste. All right. I'm going to put it in the chat. All right. Calendly. All right. And then if somebody else hasn't done it already. All right. So, and I want you to go ahead and I want you to make sure that you get yourself in on a call with me. It's going to do nothing but help. Okay, and give you awareness and let you know what you need to do and where you need to go. And I am super crazy excited about helping you. I'm super crazy excited about helping you, but I need you to let me do it. Okay, so you're not alone. You're not alone. Okay, and I hope that you know that. Okay, but look, I want to make sure that you get to completion, not just finished. Okay, so completion and not just finished. I want you to find forgiveness. I want you to hold on tight to it, and I want you to let it rule and guide the rest of your life. Thank you so much for joining me today. Look, I'm super excited about all that's getting ready to happen for you guys. Okay. So are you guys excited about forgiveness now? Are you excited about forgiveness? Did we kind of take out some of the ooey gooey and the icky stuff and the stuff that makes it seem like this is going to be hard? Like, I don't know if I could do this. Did we do some of that today? If we did, I want to say thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you for allowing me to speak into your life and just give you some love from a place where I needed some love. And so thank you so much for your time today. And look, now I want to just open it up. I'm going to stop recording. Okay. And then I want you to ask questions. If you have any questions, all right, I want you to ask any questions that you may have. So hold on one sec. And thank you so much for joining me. Hold on.